Hey, good morning, everybody. Good evening in the United States and beyond. Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders and live stream. I appreciate everybody joining me. I see Sam Champion's out here. Good evening, Sam Champion in Newport News, Virginia. That's home of Allen Iverson, right? AI. What's going on, Michael Cosby? Good to see you back. Hello, Mayana Buntak. Sperlin Edwards in Connecticut. You dirty puppy. Where are you from, you dirty puppy? Iceman Gaming. Welcome. He says his first show. We got a lot to talk about, guys. As usual. AZ Hot Nights. I see your question. I'm going to wait till a couple of more people get on here. But I'll go back and check it out just to make sure. He says, when Filipinas date or marry abroad while on work visa, do they return home or stay in that country? We have nurses and teachers here. She is finally relaxed enough to talk. Any knowledge? Yeah, we got a friend over there who came over on a work visa. She actually overstayed her visa, though, then got married, then got a lawyer. But I don't know how that really worked. The smart thing would be to have her come on back to the country and, start the process that way. A lot of them don't want to do that. They look at it as, a bird in the hand beats two in the bush. They don't want to take that chance. Hey, Guillermo Herbert D. Montoya Hernandez Goldfarb. He's always winning our Name of the Day award. I want to thank everybody here. We're going to talk about, protecting yourself against the Nappy Dugout, the honey pot, the beef curtains, the softest place on earth, whatever it is that you call it, guys. We got to be on alert and we got to do the right thing, man. The smart thing when we come over here, because I'm going to tell you something, and you heard this from Sunshine Shoulders first. There's going to be a baby boom in the Philippines post-pandemic. I guarantee you guys, okay? And that's why I made my video earlier about having a love child in the Philippines and knowing your rights. Because, right now, the kitty is hot over here, and you guys are chomping at the bit, and it's going to be a baby boom post-pandemic. One guy says, hey, protection, condoms, but remember, guys, take that, spend 50 pesos, go out and get pregnancy tests before you lay down with her, man. Come on, guys, that's nothing. 50 pesos, let her take it. Not only do we we trust Filipinos with our money, we're trusting them with our lives too, man. You don't know who you're dealing with. You don't know who you're laying down with, what she's got. You're going to come over here and catch something you can't get rid of. Don't blame it on her. Hey, Kurt K. Earls, I see you in here in the house. Yeah, you're right, dirty puppy. I would say come over here, meet the family as soon as possible, because you want to find out. You know that old saying, the fruit doesn't fall too far from the tree. It's right. And if you want to, they also say that if you want to know what your wife's going to look like later on, look at the mother, that sort of thing, man. It's true, man. And know who you mixing genes with. Man, I tell you what, my first wife, man, my American wife, I wish I could have, if I could did that all over again, I would have, because her side of the family is crazy. Everybody on her side of the family is on some type of disability, except for her. Well, she got it now because she had a stroke, and her oldest sister. But everybody else is on disability, and not from not physical disability, mental disability. See, but at that time I was drinking. You know, it never even crossed my mind to knowing, you know, to investigate her gene pool. Hey, Bobby G, good to see you, man. Derek Casanaras, Doug Card. Hey, LaRock's Cooking Adventures. Go over and check out LaRock's Cooking Adventures. It's a legitimate channel, cooking channel. Philippines, my paradise with my friend Ned. Hey, Zorba Dundee, good morning. K. Earl said, hot enough here that I feel like I'm in the Philippines. Man, it must be hot then because, boy, I tell you, we went over to Ricky and Violet's house yesterday, and they live right around the corner from me. Man, the sun beat me up, boy, I tell you. It's hot. It drains your energy, man. They weren't home because I bought them a lock for their door and for Rick's new pedicab. When y'all see his pedicab, Rick is not the same guy, I promise you. When I went over there yesterday, see, I made a video, but my low back was on my phone, and it wiped it out. He was cleaning, man, organizing. He was doing all kind of stuff. But here's what impressed me the most. We bought Rick's pedicab on a Saturday evening. It was too late for him to go out and, you know, take some customers. The very next morning, man, Rick was out there peddling customers, man. I mean, that impressed me more than anything. And that's why I know he's never going to be the same again. Rick doesn't want help, guys. He doesn't want charity. You're going to see it when I show y'all this video today. Hey, Cal Deadman, good to see the NTZ in the house. Ingram Davis, JH. Has Jacob Tanjay made it in yet? Jerome Morgan, how you doing, brother? Ricky Goodman from North Carolina. Hey, if you've ever, I've got a friend, Gleason Baker, man. Reach out to him from North Carolina. He wants some help. He's never traveled overseas before. He's really a newbie. Well, Belize and Edwin, he says, Calvin, remember I told you. Now, I did a video a long time ago about that, man. But you're right. He said the Philippines were not open this year, too. Many people have not even got vaccines yet. Now, they just, altogether, they've got 17 million that they've received so far. That's in the paper. But, yeah, you're right. But, yeah, I did a video on that a long time ago. And I caught hell for it. But, you know, I'm boots on the ground over here, man. And I tell y'all that for a reason. I'm not in, you know, Houston, Texas, talking about the Philippines. There's a guy in Houston, Texas, you know, that talks about the Philippines all the time. See, I want you to know I'm over here, man, and that's why I say that. But yeah, you're right. Kenneth Roundtree, good morning. Oh, that's Jacob Tanjay. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, it's going to be a baby boom. He said baby boom worldwide, but especially over here. Because, you know, the pot is hot over here, man. That honey pot that y'all talk about, it's hot. It's on the fire, man. Trust me. And, man, when y'all get over here and you guys are over there and they're over here, it's going to be like this. Boom. It's going to be a baby boom, man. Hey, Simply Akers, what's going on? Michael Cosby said not him. He had a vasectomy. Well, you know, one bad apple don't spoil the whole bunch, Michael. They're going to be doing some bumping and grinding. We call it, I forgot what we used to call it, tumbling. That's what they call it over here, so the kids don't know what they're talking about. They call it tumbling over here. You heard that from me. Hey, Chriselle. Sebastian, good morning. She's over in the Philippines. She said, Murder in the Family is a really good documentary, guys. I watched it multiple times. You should see it. It's sad, man. It's good. It's interesting. But there's also another one on the Black Widow of Lomita, California. Her name is Sonia Rios. That's a good one, too. they had the special on 48 Hours Mystery. Man, this woman was terrible, man. She loved military men, Americans, but they ended up dead fooling with her. Go see that. Yeah, Adam Chenoweth, Calvin previously said HIV is booming in the Philippines, so really be careful. Yeah, but that's not what I'm saying. That's the fact. AIDS is an epidemic over here. They've got, not only COVID, it's a pandemic, it's an epidemic over here. The fastest growing cases of AIDS in all of Asia happening right here in the Philippines. And, 85%, no, they said 80% are men, but still, guys, a lot of these men over here, I told you what the hustle is, they're not really gay, but they're sleeping with these gay men for pesos, and then they go home and give it to the wife. Then you come over here and you get with the wife, and now all of y'all got AIDS. You have an AIDS party. Hey, Jeffrey Tedler, good to see you. TJ Johnson, what's up, man? He's tied down. I mean, he shut down, locked down in Davao. Oh yeah, TJ, I saw it. I haven't had a chance to. I just saw it right before I came on live. I'll respond to it. Yeah. Yeah, them lockdowns or something, man. I guarantee you, what's today? 29th? Tomorrow they reevaluate again. That's why we're going swimming later, because we're going to be on MECQ. Mark my words, because the doctors here are chomping at the bit. The hospitals are congested in Negros Occidental, especially in Bacolod. The quarantine centers are bursting at the seams. So they asked the IATF on June 16th, the last time evaluation, to raise the quarantine level. They didn't do it. They got mad. So I guarantee you tomorrow. Cloud 60 said, Calvin, you said that your helper coming back to the house and clean. Do you still have to pay your mother-in-law to help out? No, she's the worker. She's the worker. Yeah. I'll give her $1,000 a week, man. She's the grandmother, and she's a great worker, man. I'm telling you. And then, I mean, we'd rather have her dealing with Booby, the little baby, than anybody else. And her and Booby, she's the one that kind of raised Booby, but she got mad at her and my girlfriend had a disagreement. She left for a few weeks, but she's back, man. I'm happy because, man, now, see, that's where my girlfriend gets that cleaning from her mother. See, I love a clean woman. I don't care what you look like. And that's the problem I have with my Filipino wife. She could cook. One of the best cooks I've ever been around, but she wasn't good at cleaning, man. And that's where we kind of, bumped heads. But my first son's mother and her, you could eat off the floor, man. Because I'm organized, and I love an organized woman, man. Sam Champion says, L.A. Rock has a great channel. I checked out a few of his videos. Great stuff. Yeah, he's a great cook, too. Hey, Buffalo Dan, thanks for joining us. Hey, Retard 19, good to see you. Luis Martinez, Ken Horton. Let's see. I'm going to go on down the list then. Yeah, guys, make sure you spend 50 pesos for that pregnancy test. Okay. Now, my girlfriend just came back from the fire department. They've already finished their inspection of our lot over there. So July 5th is the start date for construction on our house. Now, listen, guys, this is where you got to swallow your ego. Although I'm only spending $20,000, that's my budget. That's a lot of money over here for them. Okay, you don't have to go up to 10 million and all of that. Okay, the fact that she's going to have that house is going to be ours. That's enough, man. Anything over there, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to go back to work and add to it, because That's my limit. Hey, Corman FMF, thank you so much for that super sticker, man. I really appreciate all the super stickers, super chats, the thumbs up. Come on, guys. It's 200 people watching, 81 thumbs up. Y'all know that helps me. But there's a difference between helping and corrupting. And, you know, remember I made that video yesterday talking about chismosa and two-faced foreigners over here and stuff like that. Well, I'm going to be honest with you guys. It came from one of my viewers, man. He's probably watching now. I'm not going to bust him out, but I'm sure he's watching now. The video I made, it was called I Married a Filipina Scammer and Other Romance Horror Stories in the Philippines. Well, he sent that video to Annie. You remember Annie, don't you? And he told her it was all about her. And then he says this, because see, I saw the text. But me and Annie, we were arguing because she called, you know, she texted me, got on my case about it. I'm like, that's not about you. Who told you that it's about you? I never even mentioned your name or anything like that. But she told me the text. It says, the guy says, oh, I had to show you this video Calvin made. He's slamming you, but I defended you. So go hurry up because he's going to remove the comments. The guy never, I look for his comments just so I can reply to him. He never put them there, guys. But this is what, I mean, this is as far as I've ever seen a wimp go to try to impress a woman, you know. But me and her went at it because she's called, you know, texting me, angry with me, talking about take the video down and blah, 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 and take her video down of the interview. And I'm like, why? It's made you a fortune. I never mentioned your name. I wasn't talking about you. But anyway, that's the reason I made that video. And guys, look, man, the very people that I'm trying to help, these are the ones that go behind your back and stab you in the back. I'm like, he's probably the one that bought her the motorcycle, so he got mad. You know, but hey, that's the type of stuff that you do. But yeah, that's why I made the video, because I'm like, really, man? Iceman Gaming said, so that pot is boiling, all right. Yeah, right now. I promise you, man, if you could get over here now. Oh, man. But I made a video a long time ago and people got on me about it. I'm going to give you the nitty gritty whether you can handle it or not, man. There's women waiting in droves over here, man. They're waiting for men. Get over here, guys. Hey, MJB in the P2B. Chasing my sanity. Hey, Calvin, God be with you, brother. I can't wait to get there. Man, come on, brother. Love Beat Music says, hey, brother Calvin. Zorba Dundee said people that have taken the vaccine still not allowed to travel to the Philippines. Yeah, unless you got a valid visa, you know, one that's accepted right now. Now, in your country, I saw where, hell, y'all can't even leave, can you? I saw that you were locked down in the Manila Times over here. Parts of Australia's locked down. Hey, Kona Ranger. He says, Lord Calvin, I enjoyed walking with you by McDonald's the other day. I see that security guard was waiting for you to come in for coffee. No, every time I go in there, I buy him a meal, usually like chicken. It's only like 92 pesos. It's like chicken, rice, egg, something like that. Because, you know, they're the eyes and ears. Those guys don't carry guns, but man, they're the eyes and ears, and you're going to appreciate them when you get over here. Pumpkin Joe's Philippine Experience. Check his video out. He's got a good one on there today. He's talking about the cost of child care of having a child over here. It's good. He says, morning, Calvin. I just finished watching your last video. Thanks, man, for the support. Try to send people over there to you, man. Keep making videos, man, because once they get over there, they're going to want something to look at. Hey, Tough Pal. He says, I watch and love your channel, bro. Keep it up. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I don't take it for granted. Yeah, let's hit the like button. Don't make me roll out of it. Good to see you again. Now, don't make me roll out of it. Said when he came over here, He didn't have any problem with the women, and he's in a wheelchair. See? Ken Horton said I assisted with the baby boom in Colombia. But now, man, I'm serious. It's going to be a baby boom here. Hey, what's going on, Pan-African black men going their own way? A1 black man. He said, Calvin, good to see you going strong with YouTube. Hey, thank you, man. But without my viewers and subscribers, I'm nothing, man. And don't let that get lost on anybody. Hey, Texas to Zoe. He said, Texas in the damn house today. I hear you, man. You down there in Duval, but I've got a Facebook friend. His name is Bobby C. He says he is not really locked down in Duval. He says him and his girlfriend, they roll him around all the time. He said the key is to have you a nice looking woman with you, one or two, and he said you can get through the checkpoints. That's his words, not mine, guys. Hey, TJ Johnson, thank you so much for the super chat. He said, blows my mind, to be honest. I get it if you know her or and continue to plan throwing D at her. Go for it within reason. A lot of these dudes are putting pre-orders on items that won't sell out. Yeah, see, I made a video like that. We're buying these women, trying to buy them as if they're out of stock, man. No. These are overstock items we're paying full price for, but you cannot get through to people, man. Men are going to be men because the guy says, hey, it's a good thing. He said, I feel sorry for these guys that are getting scammed. No, that video is not about men being scammed. No, those women aren't scamming these men. We're voluntarily sending this money to them. You know, we're just men being men. We just want somehow these saviors or something. I don't know. It's just part of our makeup, I guess. Hey, Jerome Smart, good to see you, brother. TJ Johnson says, I feel like Houston and the Bay Area are heavily represented in this live chat all the time, maybe because all the brothers. Yeah, man, I got a lot of people from Houston, Texas. If I ever go to Houston, I know I got to hook up, man. I've been to Baytown before, working on, you talking about hot, working in them hot ass petroleum, them chem plants, man, and then you put on that, you know, that we have to go down in these nitrogen atmosphere, so you have to put on that bubble, like astronaut helmet, and man, I tell you, you talking about hot. You dirty puppy said birth control is a big issue. Yeah. See, a lot of women that you meet over here, they're not going to be on birth control, but we cannot, because one guy asked me that on my comments section today. He says, hey, do you think a woman would agree to birth control in your relationship? And I said, probably, yeah, but you don't want to, again, we have to stop putting our lives in their hands. Man, we have to take the initiative, get out in front of that, man. Man, you know, wrap it up, guys. I promise you, man. You know, unless you plan on getting married and all of that, because, you know, not only is birth control a big issue, leaving these children behind is a big issue, man. All these, I don't know about these other countries, but they call them Amerasians over here. It's a ton of them, man. And you see them. Black babies, white babies, they've been left behind, man, and the father's never going to come back and get them, or they don't even know that they exist. We're dealing with that with Gail, man. We've done everything we can. We put the ball in Gail's hand. Now we said, look, Gail, maybe you can reach him, because, man, it's hurtful, man. I tell you, man. You know, if anybody has any experience, you know, what is it that we can do next? We found him. We've proven that it's his, because see, the last contact he made with us, he said this out of his own mouth. He said, if you can prove to me that's my daughter, I'll take it from there. Well, we did it. And he hasn't lived up to his end of the bargain, man. Hey, Michael Cosby, thanks for that super chat. He said, I know it's hard because I am single and lonely now, but I advise you not to chat with any Filipina online unless it's 2 to 4 weeks before you visit. I already made the visit. I already made the video. The 1 week rule, man. 1 week, you 1 week out from coming over here, then you go online. Other than that, hey, it's on you, man. Yeah, Iceman Gaming said you got to be careful with the HIV epidemic there. Most of the transmission occur male to male. Yeah, but remember, I was telling you, this is boots on the ground. What I'm telling you, these men over here, they got a hustle. Same as in America. I'm not picking on Filipinos, but they're sleeping with these gay men as a hustle for money. Okay, but they're not gay. Okay, and then they go home and sleep with their wife or the girlfriend. Then you come over here and sleep with the girlfriend or the wife. And that's how you end up getting it. Hey, what's that? Textman 127, thanks for that super chat. He said, Houston, Houston representing big time. Keep up the good work. My flight's booked for 3/22, COVID willing, for my third trip. Yeah, that's a great one, COVID willing. Thank you, brother. But yeah, that's a good date too, because the Philippines, like I said, they've got 17 million vax already. Supposedly, by the end of this month, supposedly up to 21 million. That's good. Hey, Kate Earls, thanks for that super sticker. But yeah, Kona Ranger says it's all about the money. It is, man. You know, remember the golden goose, because, you know, I used to give, you know, when I first brought my wife to America and I saw, you know, how hard it is for a new Filipina to kind of get things situated. I kind of gave my son's mother the benefit of the doubt, but after 5 years, no. I figured it out a long time ago. I said, no wonder you're not bringing him here. He's the golden goose. As long as he's here, I'm going to send money there. And I don't have a problem with it, but she knows that. They're not stupid, man. You know. So, yeah, Kona Ranger, it is in a lot of ways. Hey, David Jones, good to see you, man. David Watson on here, too. I see that Seth's Travel Vlogs is on here. Is this you or your husband? You know, we know you married to a foreigner. They live a nice life down there in Darwin, man. And, you know, I watched some of her vlogs. Wow, Michael Cosby said more boys get raped as a child in the Philippines than girls. That's a statistical fact. I didn't know that, man. That's news to me. Oh, wow. Seth's Travel Vlog says MECQ again. That's Dumageddon in the surrounding areas. My God. See what I'm saying, guys? Without the vaccines, we're goners, man. Yeah, the wonders of life makes me wonder. He said that's what we call living on the down low. Yeah. But over here, I guess it's called the low because that's the, you know, the economic conditions over here, man, you know. And see, the thing about it is, though, these guys ain't trying to hide nothing. You'll see them, you know, with these gays and stuff. Believe it or not, Chasing My Sanity said 100 people watching. 290 watching now, 147 thumbs up. Let's get the thumbs up, guys. But yeah, Seth's Travel Vlogs. She's got a lot of beautiful Filipinas on her channel. I want her to send me some, so I have one bikini-clad woman here and one here. Maybe that'll get my views up, guys. What y'all think? That's a joke, because my girlfriend's listening. Y'all don't think she's listening. She is. She's probably got her phone in there like this. She's watching me, but I don't care. I'm done, man. I threw my pick away. I'm satisfied. Billy says, have you lived in Cebu City? Considered moving there. I lived there for 2 years. It's my favorite city in all of the Philippines. Not only because it's so much to do and everything, but its location. It's close to Dumaguete, Bohol, everywhere, man. It's close. And then they've got that nice pier there where you can go anywhere. And remember, Cebu City is part of Cebu Island. And Cebu Island has so many nice destinations. Malapascua, Malboal. It's so many different places, man, you can go to in Cebu. Y'all love Cebu. And in my humble opinion, they have the most beautiful women, man. I love Cebuana women. It's just, Kona Ranger says, I love your walks around your town, brings back memories. Yeah, I'm going to do one right in the center of town, somewhere around 11 o'clock, not before it's too hot, because some guy says, man, you've been walking for 15 minutes. I didn't see one woman. I said, okay, I'm going to get you. I'm going to show you these women here. Pan-African black men going their own way. A1 black man says, heterosexual men sleep with gay men. Once you go that way, you never go back. Well, over here, it truly is a hustle, man. And I wouldn't judge anybody unless you can have to walk in their shoes, man. Remember, you don't know what you're going to do if you starve. And it's not that type of hunger where, your stomach's growling and you walk 10 feet to your refrigerator and open it up and make a bologna sandwich. This is the type of hunger where there's no food around. There's no food in sight. You see what I'm saying? And then somebody may come up to you and say, hey, here's 500 pesos, make me a peanut butter sandwich. Yeah, you might make that peanut butter sandwich. Hey, Alex Bennett, he said, hey, Calvin, you're a legend, man. That's funny. You guys are funny, really. Texas Tezoy. Now, this is smart. He's a smart man. He says, same here, Calvin. My in-laws live with me and my wife and our baby. Rather have a family member than a stranger helping with the baby. See, it is, guys, especially, the grandmother. There's so much love here with the family, man, that, and that's the second raise I've given her. If she wants more, I'll probably pay her more, believe it or not. Jojo L. He says, Calvin, thanks so much for the insight. Are you aware of discussions among Filipinos regarding foreigners with bad intentions? Do you know what their thoughts are? Thanks again, sir. Oh, yeah. Well, see, they all think we have bad intentions, Jojo. Don't think that Filipinos trust you. They don't. We have to earn their trust. Just because we come over here, slinging money around, throwing money all around everywhere, don't mean they trust you. You have to earn their trust. And that's why I say she doesn't love you online. It's going to develop over time. Once she, realizes, hey, this guy's, he's legit. He's real. But yeah, they think we're all bad. That's just how it is. Let's see. Boonan says, laugh my ass off. What's up with the title? Well, because it's going to be a baby boom going on over here, brother. And I just want to let you know, be careful, protect yourself from the beef curtains. That's what they call it. I never heard it called that before. The Nappy Dugout, the honey pot, the softest place on earth. Whatever you want to call it, man, it's waiting for you when you get over. It's going to be a baby boom. And protect yourself one way or the other. Wrap it up. Go to the doctor. Have her take the pregnancy test before, not after. It's no good after, guys. Billy says 20,000 is cheap. So expensive to buy a condo in Cebu. Yeah, but I think if you look around, Billy, you can get you a condo for about $1 million. Now remember, you're talking about Cebu too, but 20,000 is not cheap. Of Western standards, it is. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. You got to start conditioning yourself to start thinking in terms of the East over here, specifically the Philippines. 20,000 is not cheap over here, man. You trust me, man. When I'm telling you that it's not. Majority of people that you're going to meet over here, they won't earn 20,000 probably in their whole entire life. That's 1 million pesos over here. That's a lot of money, man. So no, it's not cheap. Hey, TJ Johnson, what are you saying? Jeffrey Hood said, no baby boom, get a vasectomy. Sleep better at night. I'm afraid of that, Jeffrey. Now, I had two nephews, that have had the vasectomy. It was never what's talking. Remember, I'm 58. Growing up, man, in the hood, no one ever talked about that. We never discussed that. Is that being irresponsible? No, it just wasn't part of my culture growing up. But now it is. A lot of men are getting them now. I got two nephews that got them. I'm afraid that they're going to snip the wrong thing. And then there I am in the zest of my life, the zenith of my life, rather. And then I can't do anything, Hey, Tracy Neal, thanks for the super chat. He says, from Mississippi, I'm ex-military, been around the world. Your heart is priceless, and you wear it well. Thank you, Tracy, man. But I learned that from my mother, man. And, we learn love and compassion, Tracy, man. And when I used to come home from school, I'm talking about all the time, man. It may be another family living with us. And my mother wasn't earning any more money, and she did that all the time. Sometimes they were kin people. Sometimes they were not. I learned that growing up, but then my whole community was like that. I promise you now, when I left the United States, I was not on speaking terms with my neighbors on either side of me. Growing up, I used to have to go over there, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Borrow eggs, borrow butter. Give me a few slices of bread till we get to where we're going. We actually knew each other, man, and it was just where I grew up, man. And so coming over here, Filipinos just remind me of when I was growing up, man. That's why I fit in so well. It reminds me of my neighborhood. Frank Heller says sugar walls. Yeah, let's add that then. Sugar walls. Simply Akers, she says, Cal, my mother-in-law came to visit from Haiti. She has reminded me so much of my homeland. See, she is so sweet and even wants to help my channel. Good people and family values mean so much for them. Absolutely. And the same thing over here. See, it reminds me of when I was growing up in the 60s and 70s in America. It's how it reminds me over here. They even look like, man, I'm going to trust me, man. Because, see, my great-grandfather was a white man. All right. No, my great-great-grandfather on my mother's side was a white man. Okay. So my great-grandmother was half white, half black. And so my mother looks just like a Filipino. She's just a light-skinned black woman. And that's what most Filipinos look like. Look at my girlfriend. That's all she is. She's a light-skinned black woman. And some of them look just like me. If you see a lady, one of the ladies that won the sack of rice yesterday, man, when I looked at her, man, I was like, wow, she just looks just like a sister to me. Flinks 649 says, my wife is from San Carlos City. Wow, it's a small world. Hey, let me go back to him. This is a good thing he said. I would talk about this Nicholas Cherry. It's on my list, and I'm not playing, guys. Okay. Kush tablets are on the rise here in the Philippines. The police are looking after them, but they're expensive, man. They cost 2,500 pesos each. It's a high quality marijuana tablets over here. And it's hard for them to keep up with it because it's not like they're selling them on streets. Now that the bars are reopening in Cebu, they sell them in the bars. See? And also ecstasy. But yeah, Nicholas Cherry, you read my mind. He said, let me borrow some weed. Yeah, these Kush tablets are on the go. On the rise here now. Hey, Thomas Donaldson, U.S. Army 20-year vet. Thanks for your service. Thanks for joining us, man. I don't say that lightly, man. The guys, especially the ones who are my viewers and subscribers, who were able to, to retire, who had the discipline and really the vision, man, to retire from that military. I take my hat off to you. I wish I had it. Because imagine, man, after 20 years, you're retiring at 38. That's unheard of. Hey, Paul Rock, you remind me of something. I'm reading Sheila E. If anybody's ever heard of Sheila E., the glamorous life. I'm reading her autobiography right now. They called her grandfather Papa Rock. Nicholas Cherry said that's fake Chinese. No, it's getting that these people, man, they getting high. They say 3 to 5 hours on this stuff, man. Yeah. TJ Johnson says, I'm physically here in the Philippines. I came here June 2nd, and I'm probably one of the most he says, thoroughly researched people on the folks in this chat and on the subject of getting into the Philippines. Yeah. What you here on some type of business visa, TJ? What kind of visa you on, man? Des Hangout Haven said, Calvin says the truth. He said, many of my countrymen do not earn 15,000 pesos a month unless someone has a good business, freelancing job, or professional like a teacher. Yeah. But he said 20,000 US dollars was cheap for a house. Des is hanging out Haven. I told him it wasn't. 1 million pesos is a lot over here. And if you build your woman a 1 million peso house, man, you know, you don't have to go 5 million, 10 million and all that. Guys, you're not in America. You're in the Philippines. Come on. We got to remember that. Hey, Manny Crypto, thanks for that super sticker. Are you into crypto, Manny Crypto? Yeah, I mean, you don't see it only, you know, we bring our thinking over here on everything, and it doesn't do us any good. A lot of times it does us more harm. And it even comes to spoiling our women. It only takes a fraction of what you were spoiling your woman over there to spoil your woman over here. Don't come over here and think you got to build $100,000 home over here, man. You know, what if anything happens, you decide you want to go back home? You're going to have the damnedest time trying to sell that house. There's a guy here who I met when I first moved here to San Carlos. So it's been about 2 years ago. He was retired from the Air Force, him and his wife. They had been living in San Carlos for 10 years. They decided to move back to the States. Now they've got a 5 million peso house still here. 2 years later, they're trying to sell. They can't sell it, you know, but I can't tell you how to spend your money. But that's just what I'm telling you, man. 1 million pesos is a lot, man. You know, to be honest with you, you know, and remember the story I told you on the video, I Married a Scammer and other romance horror stories in the Philippines. One of my subscribers paid over $1 million just for the lot. He was going to spend another 3 to 4 million on the house, but they fell out. So the girl asked him, believe it or not, since you're not going to build the house, can I borrow 250,000 more so I can build a small house? And he says, well, how are you going to pay me back? This is true boots on the ground facts. I'm going to sell that lot you bought me and pay you back with your own money. Man, see what we're dealing with over here, guys, but y'all don't believe me. Okay. Yeah, Zorba Dundee, you're right. He said Calvin is cheaper to rent than buy. You know, and I never thought in my wildest dreams that I would buy. But I'm going to be honest with you, because I've met an extraordinary young lady, and no matter what happens with us, I mean, you know, she does this kind of work for everybody else but herself. They're so excited that she's going around getting the fire department's happy for her, city hall's happy for her, the BIR's happy for her, that she finally has a house and lot. She's going to have a house and lot of her own. And that's why I'm doing it, man. And she's the mother of my daughter, man. See, I've always wanted to do it. So, yeah, if it's about being cheap, Zorba Dundee, you're right. But really, I'm just rewarding her. You know, it's not a lot of money for me, man. You know, I mean, over here, I'm not working. But I'm saying I'm going to use the Filipino mortgage and build that house, you know. But I'm not going to spend 5 million for sure. I mean, you know, you're talking about a woman who's 39 years old who's never owned her own house. You know, sometimes you gotta, you know, spoon feed them. You know, you can't hand it to them all on a silver platter. He says it's crack cocaine in the Philippines. I don't know. Is that David? David that asked me that. Who asked me that? But I don't know. Cocaine is here for sure. Heroin's here. Shabu is here, which is methamphetamine. They just call it Shabu. And of course, weed is here. Now ecstasy's on the rise here. Hey, Rasta Natty, he said, hey, Calvin, thanks for helping those little babies get off the street. You can hire a boyfriend to clean up the lot. Well, he don't need that. We bought him, thanks to my viewers and subscribers, we bought him his own pedicab. And that's a big, big deal for somebody like Rick, who his whole life, he's had to rent his pedicab. Imagine going to that place you've been renting a pedicab your whole life and buying one. They were shocked. They were happy for him, though. But they were shocked. Yeah, I mean, he's on cloud nine, man. Watch when I drop this other video. He don't look the same, guys. He don't want our charity. We bought it for him Saturday. I guess we got finished like 4 o'clock or something like that. He would have went out Saturday. It was too late. He got up early Sunday morning. He's working now. He came back here today. I gave him a new seat. See, I bought a seat for my bike. I gave him my old seat because he needed a new seat for his bike, man. Rick is a changed man. I promise you, man. Wow. Dana Jones says, my monthly cost in America is around $2,800 a month for rent, gas, and food. I need a break. Yeah, you'll get a break. You come over here with $2,800 a month, you sure gonna get a break that you deserve, to be honest with you. But yeah, that crack cocaine, I'm sure, is over here. Oh, yeah, Kona Ranger. He's right. He said that's a lot of money in the PI, and for sure now during the pandemic. And that's why I'm telling her, see, over here they've got this thing with class because this guy's an engineer. Okay, he still works for us, let me remind you, okay? Don't be afraid to ask him anything. We're his employee, okay? Especially during the pandemic, giving him $1 million peso contract. Don't back off from him, you know, and see, that's things that she's learning from me. Oh, that was Smooth Will that asked me is crack cocaine in the Philippines. Don't bring drugs over here, guys, promise you. I don't care what it is. Do not do it. You know, man, please don't. Yeah, Kona Ranger, US dollars going up. Let me see what it is. It was 48.82 when I checked it on Friday. So I'm trying to think what it is now. Now, I told you about wearing them shorts out here. She's got on some booty shorts. I don't, you know, you can wear them around the house, but don't come outside with them. Let me see what the dollar is now. Stephen K. said meth is a drug of choice for dealers and addicts in Philippines. It is. It's real big because it's cheap too. Let me see what the dollar is right now, guys. I'm looking on my phone. And you can either just go USD to PHP and it'll come up. It's 48.59. It's staying around 48 now, and I'm glad because it had dipped to 47. Leo XL said love can be a cruel fantasy. Oh man, no parents around too. Yeah. Let's see what this guy says. Jeffrey Hood said, can we hook up and meet January 2022? If I'm here, if you're here, you know, Mr. Chip said, Miss Calvin, they did a video on how much you made for vids. Have you seen it? Yeah, I've seen it. And it's just, you know, I don't know why people waste their time doing that stuff. They're doing everybody, you know, but here's my thing, Mr. Chip. Why would you waste your time on a little guy like me? Why don't you do somebody like Logan Paul? You know, those big guys that got millions of views, millions of subscribers. It's simply harassment when you do somebody like me or somebody like, you know, the little channels, man, you know. But I'm transparent. I'm glad they're doing it because I'm not going to waste my time and do it. So that's just a free video that I don't have to do. That's the way I look at it, to be honest with you. Okay, Nicholas Cherry says, I got to take an exam in 30 minutes. Linear algebra. Wow. Better you than me, brother. Cal Devin says, hell no, Cal. Let them bring drugs in the country. Weed out a lot of these crazies. Oh, man. No. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, Cal. I promise you. Here comes the hairdresser for my girlfriend. They're getting their hair done today. They're getting a rebind over here today. And that's one thing that you want to see. When women get their hair bind, we call it a perm over in America. They call it a rebind over here. Hi, do I got a 20 peso bill in there for this little boy? A 20 pesos. They stop by my house every day. Michael Cosby, thanks for that super chat. He said Ricky was just probably very depressed and needed a hand to help him up to get started. I've been very depressed the last couple of weeks and worried about myself, but I'm okay. It gets to many people. Well, it got to me, Michael, and thank you again for that super chat. That's why I started Sunshine Shoulders, to get out of myself and get away from all that self-pity, because if you look around, give him 10 and 10. There's somebody doing worse than you. And Ricky, I'm going to tell you, man, I'm giving y'all backstory on this next video, the backstory of how they met, who they are, because that's an amazing story, man. They both came here. Rick's from Canlaon. It's like an hour from here. It's up in the mountains. And she's from Punai. It's a distant mountain province from here, man. I mean, and imagine this. San Carlos City is the big city to them. They came here, both of them looking for work. Rick found work as a pedicab driver. She was a passenger, man. It's a good story. They were actually doing fairly good before, you know, the children came, and then, of course, the pandemic and lockdown. They had their own place. They were paying 60 pesos a day. You know, when everything went down, man, y'all don't understand, man. This is not America. This isn't UK and all them places. Man, when you get over here, you're going to see. I don't even have to tell you. Man, these lockdowns, man, I'm going to tell you, man, I can't even really describe it. That's how bad it is. Bad it is. Oh, okay, TJ Johnson. Thanks for the super chat. He said, not giving up on Cal. Go back and read my last super chat. I thought I did. Didn't you say? Let me see. I can't hardly see this. Okay. Well, now it's not visible. Okay, yeah, let me see. Let me go back, TJ, and find it. I apologize, man. I thought I was reading them all when they pop up. Okay, let's see if I can find it. John Wells said, Flinks. I said Flink 649. No problem. The genetic drugs are dirt cheap here. Okay, TJ, I'm gonna go back. I'm sorry, man. I didn't see that. I'm gonna read that, Smooth Will. Let me find here. Water, hun. Well, I'll be able to find it in a minute, TJ. I'm sorry. I don't know where they go when they disappear. See, they disappear. And Okay. I found it. Yeah, but hey, good morning. Teddy Bear says big rain today in Manila. Yeah, we haven't had a whole lot of rain. The last time we had some rain, I think it was Saturday night. It was a good rain too. Yeah, I apologize, TJ. I find it. I don't know if I can. I'm trying to see. Usually it'll let me find these chats, but let me see. Okay, let me see if I can get up through here. Iceman Gaming said, I'm definitely retiring in the Philippines once I regain my dual citizenship. I'm going back to the motherland. What are you talking about, Africa? Yeah, see, it won't let me go. It won't let me go back up, TJ, to find that. Hey, Cal Deadman, thanks for the super chat. He said, now that I know how much you get paid, I will be picketing your new house for a 3 peso raise. J. Paul Ghetto. Right. Oh, they got some beautiful homes over here, man. I promise you. You'll be shocked. Some of these guys, the money they're spending over here. Sam Champion said today's Western Union transfer rate is 47.72. Yeah. See, they get you on the front end and the back end. I'll carry that. Yeah. And that's why people say, oh, it's easy. It's cheaper to send remitly. Well, no, it's not. They charge you $3.99 up front, but on the back they get you with the exchange rate. Michael Cosby, thanks for that super chat. He says, if you think Philippines prison is a joke, watch the documentary Happy Jail. It's crazy. You just have to watch it for yourself. I won't spoil it. Yeah, I saw that, Michael. But no, if you go on the toughest jails in the world, they've got a jail down in Cotabato, and then they profile the jail that's in Manila. You know, the jail in Manila, I think it's only supposed to hold something like 1,600 people. It's got over 6,000. And you're locked in they lock the cell from the outside, and you're in there for 15 hours a day in this heat. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, I apologize, TJ. I owe you one, man. John Gomez says, oh, I saw that video you recommended. Wow. That girl never confessed. She was a flirt too. Yeah. And he's a typical Westerner. We come over here with the best of intentions, man. We want to save these women, but we can't do it, guys. You can't save some women. And that's why I tell you all to come over here first and see her background. You can't really wrap your man around it talking to her online. All you're gonna see is the background. Come over here and really see how she lives, and you'll get enlightened. You'll be like, oh man, I better watch my back, because man, desperation, man, can make the best people turn bad, man. You gotta realize this little girl was from Samar. That's the poorest part of the Philippines, the poor of the poor. She's been working in bars since she was 13. He didn't know that though. He came over here, went to the bar and fell in love. You can't do that, man. I mean, really, you can't do that. Oh, Leo XL says, ain't no Planned Parenthood in the Philippines. Yeah, you're the only Planned Parenthood. You better watch your own back. Protect your own self. Remember, from the Nappy Dugout, the beef curtains, the sugar walls, the honey pot, the softest place on earth. Whatever it is you want to call it, man, it's waiting for you when you get over here. And unless you really have some restraint, and the and some discipline, you're going to get caught up, man, over here. Because I did. Hey, TJ Johnson, thanks for that super chat. He said, Acts of Kindness posted a recap of a few posts above. Okay, let me look. Okay, he says, all right. Acts of Kindness says, I got in through travel ban exemption, even with a business justification. I only got a 9A. Texas is all your home. Me, Bobby from the Val. General reminder, no changes to who can come in this June. Oh, okay, so is that a recap? Yeah, I know you had said something. I read something where you said that you've got the most experience and thoroughly researched about how to get in the Philippines. Is that what you were talking about? And I asked you, I said, are you on a business visa? What type of visa allowed you to come here, TJ? Because people need to know that, because I get that all the time. Is it open? And, and I say, yeah, with a valid visa, it's open. David said, how is it that Peter Isaac guy still alive there in jail? I heard he gets fresh food every day. What do you mean, David? I don't know who that is. Iceman Gaming said, but his term is ending soon. So once that new president comes in, most likely drug-related crimes will make a comeback. Unless it's his daughter. Remember, his daughter's the number one candidate right now. So, because a guy messaged me the other day. He says, hey, Calvin, did you almost get kidnapped over there or something about in McDonald's? I said, no, it was a snatcher waiting to snatch my girlfriend's purse, but the security guard saw him first. And I said, you don't see that kind of stuff anymore because Duterte cleaned it up. He took a lot of these drug acts off the street, and let's hope it stays like that. Hey, Ati Maldita, thanks for super chat. She says, at Michael Gladney, hey, love, I'm here. I can see Calvin. Wow, they hooking up on my channel. Okay. Okay, Curtis Baton says, I've been in prison here. I really don't want to be there in prison. So I would just remember rule number 1. Yeah. Anybody doesn't know rule number 1, when you come over in the Philippines, if you don't remember anything else, I say, live by rule number 1. Shut the fuck up and mind your own business. Okay? That's rule number 1. Of all the other rules, that's the default rule. Tom Sorrell says, what is the Nappy Dugout? Come on, man. If I have to tell you that. TJ Johnson said, my bank's about to be like, I see a lot of small transactions to Philippines YouTube. Yeah, that's funny, man. But thank you, man. I really appreciate you, man, because you bring a lot of knowledge to this channel, man. You talk about a lot of different things. But again, what type of visa are you on? Jacob Tanjay said that bar girl turned out to be a monster. A lot of them are. You cannot see behind that pretty face over here, guys. And that's what we're trying to do. It's impossible. These women look so sweet. They look so innocent. Man, they'll cut you in half, man, and never have a never have a second thought about it. Tom Sorrell says, what is the softest place on earth? I'm confused. It's just another name, okay, for the Putang, How does Craig Proven says, how does the typical Western prayer, Sunshine, explain? What do you mean? You mean how do they react over here, or how do they go about their business here? Is that what you're saying? Oh yeah, Maximus Vajayjay. That's another name for it. John Gomez says, yeah, she was a cold killer. But he's a typical Western. He comes over here with the best intentions. We want to change their lives. We want to show them a life they never seen. We put them on a pedestal. And a lot of times we put them on a pedestal so early, we don't even determine. It's so early that it's impossible for you to determine even if she deserves to be put on a pedestal. We just automatically come over here and put these women on pedestal and not even seeing, hey, does she deserve to be put on a pedestal? Let her earn it, guys, you know. Leo XL said your videos be on point. Thanks, you know, but that comes, I'm just giving you my experience, see? Iceman Gaming says, the pink taco. Raheem Brown says, you going to make more kids? No, the wheels are falling off. Now, I'm not going to get a vasectomy either. But remember, really, I've got my own form of birth control. We were practicing it. And then, you know, in the heat of the moment, you know, baby booby was made, but no. Ghost Agent said we call it the sauce pocket in California. Y'all crazy, man. The sauce pocket. Hey, TJ Johnson says, Calvin, I'm going to take some time off this weekend and fly over to St. Carlos City so I can walk you through my visa process for my normal standard 9A visa step by step. Y'all got red doors yet? Joke. Not here, but we've got Maria Awani Hotel. You'll like it. And then we got that other one. I think it's called Palau. It's got a nice gym in the ground floor. But Ma Awani is the one I would suggest. It's newer. And the food, I'll tell you, man, it's the best food in the Philippines. I promise you that. Hey, Star Dancer, thanks for that super chat. Man, thanks everybody for the super stickers, super chats, thumbs up. We got 341 people watching, 244 thumbs up. Let's get the thumbs up, guys. Y'all know they helped me. TJ Johnson said it, Ghost Agent, sir. I'm from California, and I've never heard of a sauce pocket in my life. Yeah. Me either. I've never heard of a pink taco. Zorba Dundee says security guards carry guns in McDonald's. No. The only time you're really going to see a security guard with a gun is he's in a bank and a grocery store. You know, there's more grocery store. To Save More in City Mall, that's my favorite grocery store I go to. That's why I buy all the stuff for electronic community pantry. They've got more guards there than the bank. They've got more guards than they do cashiers. I promise you. MJB in the P2B says, I lost hope long ago. About what? Oh, man. Frank Keller says, rotten taco. Yeah, Iceman Gaming, these slangs are making me laugh too. I've never heard of them, but you know, that beef curtains, I've never heard of that before. I saw that online because I was looking up, you know, slang names for the vagina and the beef curtains. I've never heard of that. Danelle Wynn says, how much is a rebind there? Well, I tell you what, the young lady that's in here now, she owns her own beauty salon. She's probably one of the best in, I'm going to say, Negros Occidental, probably the Visayas region. I think it's like 2,000 or something like that. But I got my head busted when I first came to Cebu, and I got this young lady a rebond. Man, I went to this place. It's called what's that real expensive place here, honey? But anyway, they charged me 7,000 pesos. But remember, I'm an American, so I did the exchange rate in my mind. I said, oh, well, hell, that's only $140. No, I got my head split, man. But yeah, it's about 2,000. But you know, then they'll, you know, this is the Philippines. They go by how long your hair is too. Leo XL said rule number 1 is the best rule. It'll keep you out of trouble, that's for sure. LA Detroit said, yeah, check out the Ice Cube song, Nappy Dugout. That's where I get it from. But I think this Tom Sorrell, he knows what that is. Stephen K said, "Man your own business and treat others how you want to be treated." I even go further than that, Stephen K. Man your own business and treat others how they want to be treated. Don't treat me like you want to be treated. I may not like it. Teddy Bear says, I hope everyone listens to your rule number one. It's imperative everyone listen to rule number one. I tell you what, especially over here, man, unless you want to run into that, you get a visit from that two-man tandem. And some guy was right. Hey, Rastanati, thanks for that super sticker. He said, Calvin, if every expat knows about the two-man tandem, why doesn't all the other vloggers talk about it? Because they don't give you the nitty-gritty. I'm going to give you the nitty-gritty. They're over here. You can, all you got to do is Google it. It's become a, I'm going to tell you, so popular over here now, man, it's scary. It's become like a plague over here. And the police, they're trying everything, man. At one time, you know, in certain areas of Manila, you couldn't have a tandem on a motorcycle. It was only one person on the motorcycle. They're trying everything, man, because these guys very seldom get caught. They're deadly. They very seldom get caught, and they're cheap. You know, so that's why gossip over here as a foreigner is so dangerous, man, because, man, look, if something is taken the wrong way or you say the wrong thing over, it could cost you your life, man. Maximum said rule number one is don't get high off your own supply. Not in the Philippines, man. Rule number one is what I said. Yeah, usually 2,000 pesos or $40. Yeah, John said that. Neville Search Well says, I heard Nappy Dugout tastes like chicken. They call it bubble gum too. Bubble gum. Or, you know, what else that was on there? They said they called it the button, you know. It's so many names for it. Tom Sorrell, you're right about that. He says, oh my God, HIV is scary. He says, I think many Filipinos that have had a child by their first boyfriend that got them pregnant at a young age, but then thereafter have been celibate, just caring for their kid. A lot of them do that, man. And one thing about that is this. They go celibate for a long time and they can do it, you know, but once you change their oil, you got to change it every night, buddy. And I promise you, if you can't change that oil every night, you might as well, you know, leave your weapon strapped. No, Axel Candace, when you get, there's 342 people on here and probably twice as many chats coming up here, and it doesn't just stick there. It keeps moving. It's like a ticker tape or something. And I just try to hit as many as I can, man. You know, a lot of times, where's Cal Deadman? He's supposed to be answering a lot of these questions. He's a Philippine veteran. Ingram Davis is a Philippine veteran. John Wells is a Philippine veteran. These guys can answer y'all questions too, and that's what a moderator is supposed to be doing. Kona Ranger said he's on a Benjamin visa. Yeah, they got them too. Okay. Okay. But Buffalo Dan says Peter Isaac is waiting for extradition back to Australia after he finishes his term in the Philippines. He is in solitary confinement now. An attempt on his life was made several times. But who is he? What did he do? I'm slow on that one. I really don't know. CAS reacts. He said, some I feel some of these people are trolling, fam. Yeah, I know. And sometimes Ross Donati said that John Wells start his channel. No, John's afraid of them trolls. And a lot of guys are afraid of trolls. I'm not. They can say, it's none of my business what they say about me or think about me. I mean, But that's why a lot of people will not start their own channel. They're afraid of them. I'm not. I don't care. I don't have anything to hide. I mean, I'm not gonna waste my time over here in the land of pussycat dolls, uh, hanging around with a bunch of dicks, because that's what they do. That's all their followers and are is just dicks. I'm over here in paradise, man. I'm not gonna waste my time with all that stuff. Plato Plumbo says the drooling clarinet. Yeah, Frank Ellis, you said they turn into freaks. Yeah, you better be able to change that oil every night. If not, L.A. Detroit said, yeah, every night is right. He said, my wife tried to kill me in the beginning. I'm going to tell you guys, man, y'all think I'm playing, man. These guys can bear witness to what I'm saying. Y'all think that when you see these women, they cute and they sweet. Man, I'm going to tell you, you get behind those closed doors. You've heard the expression, a lady in the street and a freak in the sheets. But that's what Filipinos are, man. When you see them in the street, they're so cool, calm, collected, conservative. Every hair's in place. Their clothes are on real good. They may or may not speak to you, man. You get them behind closed doors and you see. Hey, J.C. Watts, thank you. He said good night from Nashville. Will Shaw said, that's paid moderators. Yeah, that's crazy. Exakana says, at Mike, 23 years retired, 100% disabled veteran, proud to serve, but the Philippines in my heart. Do you live here, Exakanas? AZ Hot Nights said, Calvin, my 20-year-old son and I postponed a trip to the Mayan temples because of the pandemic. We should keep that trip and I go to the Philippines without him. I'll tell you what. If you bring your son here, you're going to put him on that revolving door of coming to the Philippines. Both of them are nice. But if you bring your son, do both of them if you can. Because the only regret I've ever had about here is I wish I'd have came earlier. I wish I'd have came sooner. Hey, Michael, thanks for that super sticker. Sorry. Yeah, that acts of kindness. AZ Hot Nights. My only regret is that I would have came here sooner. Man, if I'd have came over here at 20, I'd be like Dennis Rodman's father, probably 19 children, but at least every last one of his children are U.S. citizens. He did the CRBA for them all. Hey, the man since 1968, he said, hey, Calvin from Greensboro, North Carolina, Magandang Umaga. That's Tagalog. That means good morning. We speak Bisaya here in this Mayang Bhutan. Hui Bluey says a lot of women from the Philippines don't seem very friendly, interested. Just my experience. Well, I don't know. Where did you? And okay, so it's just my experience. Okay. A lot of it has to do with, like I said, they're cool, calm, and collective in public, and they're very shy, they're very bashful. But when you get around them in a place where you got something in common, friends, or some type of activity, you're going to see a different Filipino, man. They're very, very friendly over here. See, I'm getting ready to put together a video about how to make sure that your first visit here is your best visit. And one of them is speak to everybody on the street that you see. And see, if you do that, you're sure to run into the right people. Because John is right. There is, they will blow their cover when you say hello to them. It's either a little hello or there's hello, or they'll be excited about it. And you'll know which one. So I speak to everybody. And then you can't tell the VIPs from regular people. And you want to give these VIPs over here their respect because that's big over here. You don't want to walk past a VIP without speaking. Hey, Michael Cosby says, thanks for the super chat. He says, I've been sick the last couple of weeks, and I apologize to you all. I'm not going to make any excuses. I'm sorry and apologize. When we accept your apology, we knew something was going on with you, Michael Cosby, because it wasn't the Michael Cosby that became a part of the NTZ, man. Luis Martinez says, at Huey Bluey, if you're talking about the ones that come to the U.S., they usually change to their westernized thinking right away. Absolutely. And that's a fact. That is a fact. Mark Classy says, hi, Calvin. Most girls there are very Malibog. Take care and stay safe, mate. What's that mean, man? Somebody help me with that. American Inn Express says, Calvin knows the ropes here. He's been here a long time. I'm in Dumaguete. They just extended lockdown here to July 15th. Wow. Man, my heart goes out to you, American Inn Express. Dumaguete is one of my favorite cities. But yeah, they've been on MECQ and now they're going to July 15th. I promise you, man, we're going on MECQ, and that's why I want to go swimming today. Oh, okay. Axel Cannon says, yes, Calvin, I live at Fort Bonifacio Global City. Wow. You the big baller up there, but locked out since March 2020. Getting married as soon as the Philippines open back up. Yeah, now see, you can give us, I've got a friend, Anthony, up there. He lives up there, but his employer pays his rent. Imagine, guys, he lives in a 2-bedroom apartment up there, man. 100,000 pesos a month. This guy's a baller. Okay, yeah. Okay, Mark Horny. Yeah, you're right. This guy's a baller. 100,000 pesos a month for his rent. But that BGC is no joke. If you go live up there, you better be a baller. Okay, Sam McCall, thank you. Yeah, but he's right. You better be able to change that oil every night. Johnny Rambo says, hi, I'm 32 and headed there in Cebu for the second time when restrictions lighten up, man. See, I tip my hat to guys like you, Johnny Rambo. You know, but I wanted to make sure I got over here to enjoy the fruits over here before I was too old, you know. And remember, age is just in your mind. Steve Anderson said Dumaguete is the manga capital of the Philippines. No, If you go to Dumaguete, I mean, I like it, especially down by that boulevard. And then remember, it's just a 35-minute fast craft ride to my favorite place, Siquijor Island. That's right, Mark Classy. Age is only a number, man. That's right. Yeah, Axel Cannis. He said, Calvin, you're still a young buck. Age is just a number. Thank you. Yes, it's all in my man. That's why I work out every day, man. I promise you, man, because I tell you what, I'm not ready to retire over here because, see, that baby boom is coming. I'm already on the front end of that. My daughter's is 10 months old. You guys are going to be on the back end of it because, yeah, they ready, man. I mean, you know. Hey, Robert Sanders, thank you. He said, I love this channel, Uncle Calvin. I love you back, brother. Yeah, Michael Cosby, we accept your apology, man. We knew something was going on. And then, you know, who am I to judge you, man? You said you saw your father shoot himself in the head. Well, you didn't see him. You found him. I mean, that would affect me. CAS reacts, man. He said, Cal, you look good for your age. First time I saw you, I thought you were in your 40s, man. Thank you for that, man. You know, I don't know about that, but I appreciate the compliment. But, you know, I quit drinking and getting high 23 years ago. That helps. Drink a lot of water. I work out. You know, but yeah, I'm 58, man. I'm thankful. Where I come from, man, live to be 50, man. It's a blessing. You know, I had 3 brothers die One was 26, he was murdered. One was 30, he drank himself to death. And then one was 55, he died. Diabetes killed him. So, yeah. Ghost agent said, hit your traps and deltoids, Sonny. I don't even know what you're talking about, man. I just work out. I don't even know what all that stuff is, that fancy talk, man. I promise you. He said, hit my traps and deltoids. Man, you talking, that's like speaking Tagalog to me. Hey, Clayton Murray, good to see you, brother. I have boots on the ground, crew. Yeah, we got about 4 minutes left, guys. I got to get over here. We got to go over here to the lot. Will Shaw said he looks 30 with hair, man. Y'all got jokes today. Come on, guys, with some more slang terms before we get over here. I like that beef curtains. I think that's the best one. Oh, okay, Plateau Plumbo. He says shoulders and upper back. That's funny, man. Okay, Luis Martinez, thanks, brother. Paul Smith says the cosmetic surgery industry big there. Yes, if you got the money. Hey, Monroe Smith, what's going on? He says, hey, Calvin from Greensboro, North Carolina. I'm doing fine. All right, Simply Hackers. I know. Are you still on the hamster wheel, Simply, down there in Florida? Okay, Joe. Let's see. Joe B says you look after yourself, and it shows you've got 2 on me, and I look way older than you, man. But that's okay, man. Hell, come over here. Remember, we're going to give you the Filipino makeover. You're going to look a whole lot better once you get off that plane, Joe B. I promise you, man. You're going to look younger because she's going to tell you, oh, you look so young. You look so guapo. I didn't think you were 56. I thought you were 46. You know, and then the mother's going to chime in. Yeah, he does look good. He is handsome. See? Hey, John Gomez, thank you. Jerome Morgan said, Jamaicans call it poom poom. Durrell said the bearded clam. Timmy 7710 said man in a boat. One of the guys said a crack in the sidewalk. Money trap. John Doe says, hey, Calvin, you should be teaching Filipinos about their self-worth. They should be charging $100 US for boom boom. Oh, that's cheap, man. Did you see my last video? Some guys already sent 2.5 million over here, and he hasn't even saw the beef curtains. Hey, Axel Candace, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. MJB in the P2B. He said, got my type 2 diabetes in remission, Calvin. Man, that's great. What you do, man, is it your diet, exercising? LA Detroit said, Pooh Nanny. Rag Jam Rock says, banana split. Okay, Simply Akers, are you still working or are you retired? Hey, Michael Dorsonville, good to see you, brother. So you're in Florida too, Michael. Okay. Plato Plumbo, he said, see you next Tuesday. Spell it out. Furburger. Hey, Red Lloyd. Yeah, John Doe says it's better than $10 to $20. Yeah, but you can get it cheaper than that. Now it's the pandemic. Orlando says it's a pocketbook. Yeah, you can get it for anywhere from 200 to 500 pesos. Yeah, Blade 347. I've never heard of beef curtains either. But okay, guys, I got to get over here. Thank y'all so much for the super chat, super stickers, the thumbs up. Let's get 300 thumbs up. We got 296. Just all your kindness, your generosity, your support of this channel, man. Without y'all, I'm nothing, man. Next video is going to be the update on Ricky and Violet. They're settling in. Then I do about every month because we're going to leave them alone. We're going to let them get settled in and get on with their lives. You know, Rick doesn't want our help, but we're going to, whatever he earns on his own, we're going to match every day for 30 days. Okay. That way we'll keep them above water. They 6 months advance rent we've already paid up. We're gonna pay it all the way up to a year, but I'm not gonna do it now because that lady, she's waiting for that money, and I don't want to do it like that. But we've got the money. We're gonna pay them up for a whole year. Okay. So if you're in America, it's already late. I hope you help somebody before your head hits the pillow. But if you're on one of them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, you're just getting out work, or you're on second shift and you see somebody in the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. You're in the Philippines, it's early. It's not even 11 o'clock yet. We have the whole rest of the day to intentionally go out and find somebody to help. I don't care if it's a Filipino, I don't care if it's a foreigner. If they need our help, we should be there to help them. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. I'll see you next time. I see my buddy Daryl Fulmore is on here. God bless you too, brother. You know, somebody did it for me, Daryl. Remember, the horrors of the pandemic and these lockdowns stare me in the face every day, man. I can't walk past that. I would have it would have been Mickey and Violet when I see them two little kids, man. Take care, everybody.